do I have a shift in this thing? And good morning. Welcome to Tea and Conversation Live. Tea and Conversation Live this morning with my good friend. This morning, my good friend Jose Vazquez. How you doing, Jose? Good morning.
Good morning, Candy. I'm doing good. So far, we're doing good.
Yes, yes. Good to see you. You know, we chatted a little bit before we got started this morning, and I wanted to say, I remember you being so active in the community over the years, and particularly, I think it was in 2020 when we had one of the marches, and it was probably one of the biggest marches we had in East Tampa. And I never forget, it was so hot. I don't know if you remember that or not, but it was so hot, and you were in that parade of people, and you had your truck, and you had the music, and so many people on the sidelines, on the roads that was walking. They knew Jose. Everyone knew Jose, and you let me get in that truck because it was so dang old hot, and I didn't have to walk the rest of the way. And I just want to say thank you so much. And I really respect your position on wanting to run for this seat, Hillsborough County City Council, District 5. And I think you've been in the district. How long now have you lived in District 5?
Well, I live on District 5 since 2009. Um, I started living in the district on Super Spring.
Uh-huh.
A little sad history.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, I've been displaced to where I live right now, inside the district, in one neighborhood they very know as a Dixie Farm.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Yeah. Yeah, I know you have been in the area a long time and been very active. Um, let me just go straight in here, Jose. Why are you the right person to represent District 5 at this time? You know, we only have 15 months, if I'm not mistaken. We have a special election. So why are you the right person to represent District 5 at this time?
well, Candy, thank you so much for that question. I'm honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the right person, but on these 15 months that we got, I think I'm the more best qualified person with time and knowledge how to push the agenda. Case ready, approve it. Okay, for benefit the
Mm-hmm.
community.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reason I think I'm the correct person at this moment. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and when I do my job, I can tell you, can the community go to seek it? I'm the right person to continue doing this job. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I'm the right person, like you say, it's because I working 24/7 in the community, and I don't do this for a special interest.
Mm-hmm.
Resident of this community, they know me because when they got a problem, they call me. I see as issue, I step in to find out why and try to help. When I grew up as a child, my grandparents, my mentors always educate me about help your neighbor on the right, help your
Mm-hmm.
neighbor on the left, be kind,
Mm-hmm.
respect your elderlies, say no to drugs. Hmm? You see something, say something. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And before the suns go down, be in my house. you know, hey, I grew up with that discipline. And
Mm-hmm.
that's the reason today day, I don't understand that back on the days, but today day is the person who is shaped as a, Jose Vazquez. Because I
Mm-hmm.
remember that
Mm-hmm.
basis ground.
Mm-hmm.
Um, That's the only I can tell you right now. I'm the right candidate because I'm the one who are with the community
Mm-hmm.
24/7. Not because I'm running, because I need something from them. No, hey, thanks to God, I have what I need. I rented a house. That's my roof. Or to the landlord kick me out.
Mm-hmm.
I have my vehicles to move, and I know if my car not working, I know how to ride a bike. So Jose Vazquez have as a person what he need. I don't need this
Mm-hmm.
position to be a better person, or well, the salary sounds good, but that can
Mm-hmm.
affect my social security income because I'm disabled. You know what I'm saying? But I just doing this for help the people who need be
Mm-hmm.
lift up.
Right. Right. Jose, I totally appreciate your honesty. What is your plan to stay connected with the constituents, with the community after the election, whether you win or lose?
Well, I had two plans.
Mm-hmm.
Plan number one: if I win, guess what? Jose Vasquez got to have a title to be readdressing all the problems of the communities. I
Mm-hmm.
know you don't got to see me only sit down in the chamber. You know,
Mm-hmm.
this gonna be my job full time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy divorced. So that means I don't have to tell you I need to go home because I need to take care of my wife, or I forgot to feed my dog. Hey, my mom is sick. God bless her. But if she gets sick, that's the reason I want better quality hospitals. You know what I'm saying? Because,
Mm-hmm.
but if I got the title and I see a problem in the community,
Mm-hmm.
the department director got to shake because I'm going to call him and say, look, Jose Vasquez, I'm in this address right now. Why this problem is not fixed? Hey, Jose Vasquez, I'm here. It's a car accident. I need mobility here to fix that stop sign right now. No, a week from now, 2 weeks from now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Stormwater, we got a flooding on this area, and this is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know how to do it, bring me the equipment. I'll do it for you. I go to teach employee and the city councilman can do the job. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's if I become elected.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I'm not elected, feel free to call Jose Vasquez.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a cell phone number and share with me your personal problem, because when the people call me, they call me and Jose, I got problem.
Mm-hmm.
My tree fall, the insurance company charged me a leg and an arm. I say,
Mm-hmm.
well, let me see how I can help you. And because I see this a disabled person or retired person or a hard working class to the person, I tell them, look, this need a permit. If you can afford it, I cannot help you. But
Mm-hmm.
in the meantime, we can cut this, do that, pick it up, deposit over there. I can help you with limitations. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm doing every day. I'm a security consultant. I'm a secondary metal recycle. So I
Mm-hmm.
got a lot of respect for the people, especially the elderly who wake up early in the morning
Mm-hmm.
looking how to make a few bucks to gasoline, pay
Mm-hmm.
extra food, etc., etc. Um, and I can tell you, I got a certificate as a handyman. I
Mm-hmm.
want to call it handyman, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got a certificate with knowledge in construction. And as a community servant, I'm a member of the CERT, as a community emergency response team. And
Mm-hmm.
right here is where I get all my knowledge and different skills, how to detect and prevent emergencies in the community. So, it depends on the members of the community. You wanted to see Jose? Call me at any time from 6 in the morning
Mm-hmm.
to midnight, please. I need to sleep at least 6 hours.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, your plan to stay connected with the community, with the constituents, win or lose, is what I'm hearing, is that that is what you have always done anyway. You
Hmm.
have been advocating for your community, your area. Uh, I hear that you are, from what you just said, people call you already. They already call you for help in different
Yes.
areas, correct?
Um, I want to say thank you to all the people who deposit trust when they got problems. Because
Mm-hmm.
let me tell you this, Candy, I'm a disabled person. Too much
Mm-hmm.
people they don't have knowledge. Que my main income is Social Security.
Okay.
I receive $771 a month. My house rent is only $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
So Jose Vazquez had to work with limitations, hmm, to
Mm-hmm.
cover the rest of the other expenses. And I want to say thank you to the people who trust me, who don't have a knowledge about this, and always they call me and they let me help in the problems so I can resolve my personal problems. So I want to say thank
Mm-hmm.
you to all these people, and I hope
Mm-hmm.
they continue to call me too. I can fix my personal problems and fix you personal problem too. You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm
Thank you
blessing with
so
this
much for
community.
that. Hmm. Thank you so much for that. I also wanted to ask, and you kind of elaborated a little bit on it, is how would you address the flooding, stormwater infrastructure issues in the low-lying areas of the district? And it's not necessarily, we saw during this last storm this past year, it had not a whole lot to do with low-lying areas, um, but what would you do? What would you? How would you advocate in reference to uh, the stormwater and addressing some of the issues of the constituents that you possibly may be representing?
Well, Candy, I can tell you what I already done.
Okay.
Next to my business, we got the problem about flooding in an area can never we see flood. You're talking about the
Mm-hmm.
low lines. Now this problem is
Yes.
in the medium and high areas. And I
Mm-hmm.
say we the city need help. And we as a neighbors, we need to find out some problems and not give you only the problem, give you the solution. We need to let them know where the problem is so like that they can come faster and resolve it.
Mm-hmm.
And what I see is yes, we are on a bay, and when the high tide come up, that clog part of the old system. Okay, but at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, I see the lack of maintenance, and
Mm-hmm.
this is a responsibility of the storm department, mobility, and co-enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I have a case open because one person are take over part of the river and on a street. And that situation when it's raining, the water no flow free, and that's the reason they cause flooding, and that the reason is a lot of people are be affected. Now,
Mm-hmm.
if they listen to me, as a Jose Vazquez, I can tell you I'm been reporting this for over 6 or 8 months. So, how Jose Vazquez go to resolve this? We need to start looking from the outside to the inside. And when I say the outside is we need to start looking or bait. What's the
Mm-hmm.
problem? I know it's our old lines. I know that. Let's put a new ones. Let's
Mm-hmm.
regroup the area lines. You know, the mayor one time wanted to put a big pipe with a pure program from downtown to Supper Spring. Right there, the Supper Spring was value. Now they don't because we object that program. That never happened. Well, mayor, let's put that pipe for when in these flooding areas we can the water flow out better. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but my program is so simple. We need to hit the Hillsborough River and look out all the drain channels. If we need to drag out sand, we have to do that. We need to look out what's the problem with the pipes in the communities.
Mm-hmm.
because, like I say, we got so many new developments. When they put in 2,000 people in one block, guess what? It's
Mm-hmm.
two more thousand flushing toilets. It's two more thousand disposable there on an area
Mm-hmm.
where the pipe is 5 inches. You know what's good
Mm-hmm.
enough back on the days, you know. And
Yes.
this is what we do, and we over abuse the old system. So for we can resolve that problem again, we need to start doing a more cleaning
Mm-hmm.
maintenance. We need to start throwing new lines and make it of these new developments part of the solution. Because if you plan a new building with 400, 500 residents, we love that. But guess what? You need to invest in a right pipe streamline for we cannot have these storm problems. You know, it's just
Mm-hmm.
that simple. It's this is my vision if I become elected.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
And
as a person who is not elected, hmm, I'm going to continue over there in my 3 minutes and complain to the city of Tampa. That's what we need to do. You know,
mm-hmm.
if everybody go over there, every time the city council have the public uh, open for you can speak for 3 minutes. Guess what?
Mm-hmm.
When they see 100 people talking 3 minutes and their agenda finish at 2 or 3 in the morning, trust me, they got to pay more attention for what's going on in the district.
Mm-hmm.
We
Now
need to use that.
let me interject right there. Do you from time to time go to city council with different issues, or have you been one of the people that go to city council and advocate for the community?
I had to be honest with you. If I'm a person, if you don't invite me, I don't show up.
Okay.
But I use my time to present my problem, my community problems, and in some forums, I attend behind the scene.
Mm-hmm.
I was I don't say it for say it. You can Google and in the regular news, and you got to see my person sit down behind when the committee who represent the resolution 568 was giving the report about the inconvenience they got to put the program to work. Hmm? I was sit down there and nobody tell me, Jose, hello, how you doing? What you doing here? They don't know. They just go over there, do the presentation, explain the problem to the city council, and trust me, they don't listen to them because nothing the city council can do at that moment. You know. So yes, I've been behind the scenes. Well, Candy, I don't know if we got a lost connection. Well, my friends, I don't know if we still alive or we start with low connection, but again, like I say, we need to participate on the city councils. Um, you have to be over there and telling the city councils what's going on. Everything is alive, recorded, so in a future they cannot say you never explained the problem. Um, this is a free service. You can see it on the City of Tampa stream on YouTube. Um, we need to participate of the process. If you want a result or fix the problem in your community, you have to vote, you have to show up, and don't be afraid to talking with the truth.
I am trying to get our good brother Jose back on, and I think that he had some connection issues on his end. And thank you so much, everyone, for staying in this live with us. I am speaking with this morning Jose Vazquez, candidate for Tampa City Council, District 5. I think we may have him now. I'm not sure what's going on with our friend Jose. Do we have him? Do we have him? Do no? And Jose was on a roll.
Wow. We'll see. For the record, I pay my internet service, so I know.
Oh goodness, that's why you are my friend, Jose.
Yeah,
That's why you are my
a lot of people complain about the internet service, but I remember back on the days when the people complain about the towers around the areas. Guess what? That's the reason we got internet problems today, because they relocated and relocated. So, but that's something else I can address as a city council in the future.
That's right, Jose. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, Jose, you making my heart happy this morning.
No, it just anyway. Let's move on, because this is the
Yes, sir.
reality. This is the reality of my district. Something happened, you have a problem, you stand up, you sit down, you're thinking about it, and if you don't have a mentor to help you out to move forward, you get stuck. Or to somebody come
That's
and
right,
say, you move
Jose.
on. Hey, do this, do that. So
Hmm. Yeah.
that's all we need
Let's
to do.
yes, this is so important. This question in our district is what is the plan to support affordable housing in your district, which is District 5, but also throughout the Tampa Bay area? Tampa, but I'm talking District 5. What is your plan um, to support affordable housing and advocate for affordable housing?
Well, Candy, the solution is simple. We need to go back on the 80s. I'm
Go back
telling you
into the
right now,
80s.
back to the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Jose Vazquez arrived to the city of Tampa on December 9 1999. And I
Mm-hmm.
remember back on the days, I see uh, a lot of metal buildings. I don't have knowledge what it was because I'm from Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I learned that area what calling trailer parks. And that trailer
Mm-hmm.
parks are created for the people who cannot live in a house because they don't have the income, or they don't have the background, they don't have the credit, or it's a person marked as a felony. So it's an area where they let me put it like this: can they segregate the people who cannot fit with the regular neighborhoods?
Mm-hmm.
But little by little, I see these areas be destroyed, removed from the city and from the county. And these people start
Mm-hmm.
using the micro motels, you know, as a residence. And I can tell you a lot of things. So now we got this affordable housing crisis.
Mm-hmm.
But I see that coming up for so many years. It's just I don't have the money, or my father left me the money for I can chip in and fix that problem. Anyway, what we need to do is go back to the 80s. And it's so
Mm-hmm.
simple. You know what's the new name of the trailer parks now?
No, I don't have a clue.
It's tiny house.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
okay.
It's the same situation. The difference is now no is metal. Now it's a wood, and the person designing the way they want it. And the price is around 75 to 100. Everything depends. You know, you wanted something luxury. You know, we got one community right here on 301 with tiny houses. So
Yeah.
guess what? What I propose as a city council is what is affordable for the people on needs. No, it's about what's
Mm-hmm.
affordable for the person who building the community. And I
Mm-hmm.
guarantee you, okay, I can create an affordable housing with some basic needs, something the person can pay on 7 years, and that person got to protect that community because he live in there, you know. And I can tell you
Mm-hmm.
that can be possible because when I was working in the government of Puerto Rico, my former representative Luis Hernandez, he do one community of house, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I want to have a knowledge how pride these people live over there. They have a closet gate. They have their own inside community center. His little pool, and everybody cheap for live on that community. And if we do that, I guarantee you, in 7 years, can you can pay off a property for you have a decent place to live and support it. You know, a lot of people go for. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, this is my plan as a city council. The
Mm-hmm.
city got the land. Yes, we got the land. And the city got the money. The city got the money. And the people who's
Mm-hmm.
on need, if they have the money, yes, they got the money
Mm-hmm.
because when you need a car, you go to any dealership right now and you give it $500 down payment or $1,000 down payment, and you can walk in out the lot with a vehicle cost $60,000, $70,000, and you make your payment of $400 a month. You know, people can afford that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the problem is because this is not a community project. Hmm? Que the city don't go to get
Mm-hmm.
benefits. It's gonna be affordable for the people. The big developments, they need to make money, money, money because the salesperson take a huge chunk.
Mm-hmm.
The contractor need to make money for their profit to pay the employees and give it bonus. That team finish on time. You know, this is a situation that people don't understand, and that's the reason you see on Super Spring houses next to a shack house cost $300,000.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who want to live on Super Spring in a $300,000 house when the media promoting that area is dangerous? They have a lack of
Mm-hmm.
service, prostitution, drugs. You know, they don't say nothing beautiful about this pre-5. All the time I hear is negative stuff. So how we
Okay,
can make affordable housing?
let me stop you right quick on that
Yeah.
in reference to Suffolk Springs because a lot of my a lot of African American Black people live in that community, and I am all Black, pro Black, say Black. I am Black. What would you do if you was city council, if you won in that area that you just mentioned about to make it better? What would you do to make that area better? Whether it's, you know, with all of the issues that are there, we have other areas that have those issues. So what would you do to make it better? Because We know that Sulphur Springs is one of those areas, Jose, that has been overlooked for a long time. I remember as a child riding up waters to go to Kmart and other stores with my grandparents, with my mom, um, and Sulphur Springs was a really nice neighborhood. It was one of those neighborhoods I thought that one day that I would possibly live in when I was a child. And is that one of those neighborhoods that you would advocate for, that you would be a voice for? What would you do to help, to support, to bring resources, affordable housing to that area?
Um, for the record, I was a resident of
Mm-hmm.
Super Spring. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I was living on Mulberry Street in a three beautiful lots that a realtor is stealing from my family.
Yeah.
Um, from $60,000, then created a $250,000 project on that three lots.
Mm-hmm.
I was living in 11th Street. So I live in the both
Mm-hmm.
parts of Super Spring. You know what I'm saying? Because Super
Mm-hmm.
Spring got one area that is very controversial, and you got another area that is very peaceful. Um, I remember, because remember, I'm not resident of the city of Tampa. When I say that, it's like a born and raised here. I just
Mm-hmm.
get here in 1999. But since 2001, I'm working on that community. I was a security guard of the cash and carry. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And my job was dealing with shoplifting.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm working in the area, I learn what the needs of the community. I know the people for jail, young apartments. I know what's going on with the homeless on the corner. I know what happened with the junkie who want to drink a soda but he don't have the money. I was working in the community, and
Yes.
later I live in the community, and later I serve the community. In
Mm-hmm.
the heart of Super Spring, we have a police department. I forgot the name of the lady. It was a sergeant, because she opened the house and the kids go over there, and we give it
Rich House.
the Rich House. Thank you, the Rich program.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I can remember
Mm-hmm.
her. And my nephew participated in that program, and I support that program. And she tried to do a lot of things for the kids, but she don't have the resources. The resources were
Right.
limited.
Mm-hmm.
So you tell me what I can do for Super Spring. I'm going to give you the pride back. I read in the history back on the 50s, Super Spring was the top of the line destination with Italians and Cubans, and all these people want to go over there and enjoy the spring waters. And these people spend
Yes.
money. We got a theater. I'm being inside of that theater. It's
Mm-hmm.
you know, um, I want to bring the pride back to the community. We got to sit down the dog track over there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to racing dogs, but we need to develop in that area. We need to do something, because
Mm-hmm.
one of the things I want to bring to that area, it was a project to see how I can help the people, and I want to call the building back on the base the Hopeless Center. That building is the five-story bank right here next to the
Yes.
Tampa Health Facility, for not say the
Community
full
health
name.
center.
Yeah, I don't want to say the full
Mm-hmm.
name to get publicity. But on the dog track, hey, one of the things I want to do in the area is bring the faith back. It's shame. We got so many community leaders involved in churches, and other churches close at 9 p.m. My Bible say very clear, the evil working on the darkness, on the nighttime. So, hey, I want to be the sample where we can open a program in the nighttime for the homeless people, families, people who shame, participate on some service in the daytime, coming to us and give it the, hey, I need help.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know we got the non-profits. We got the people in the community stand up in the daytime. But we need to do this job
Mm-hmm.
24 hours. We need to accept everybody. I don't care if you're drunk, if you're dirty, if you come in with 10 kids and your kids screaming. I don't care. You come right here because you got a problem and you need a solution. And I want to be that hub to try to give it the service they need. Now, as a city council, I can say why is the best for the community. And
Mm-hmm.
again, the first thing I need to do my first 100 days is erase the bad reputation the area got. So like that we can receive investors. So like that we can get grants for different programs. Did you know? Did you know the old Kmart right now is the human habitat place right
Mm-hmm.
now? You know what I'm saying? I wanted to the pop some mom shops come back to the area because we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about mechanics, grocery stores, beauty parlors, barbers. We need to bring the good reputation of Supper Spring, teach the history of the Supper Spring. You know, not too much people have a knowledge that the water who flow through the Hillsborough River is controlled from the roller park. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's it's a lot of things can we can do. We got a lot of parks too next to Supper Spring. We got money on that area. You know, but the
Mm-hmm.
problem is the interest of the development are in areas that can make money, not keep the
Mm-hmm.
pride of the community. Um, that's a wall for Super Spring. I want to bring the pride back, help the persons to stay in the community, not to kick them out.
Thank you so much for that answer, Jose.
Yeah.
I want to go back to this, and then we're going to conclude. Is again, why do you think you are the right person to represent District 5?
I'm say I'm the right person because I don't go to working behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a person who do a living fixing problems. If I don't fix your problem, you don't pay me. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And when I fix your problem, I'm doing the best of my knowledge, the more correctly possible, because I want you to call me back. And that's what I offer to the community. I want to see that as a city council to make sure or all the city departments got the tools, got the personnel, and I want the director to tell me why they are neglect District 5 and all the city of Tampa. Because remember, this is a problem. Okay, if I'm not resolving North Tampa, affect South Tampa, Central. This is a chain of reaction, and I want to start to find out why this happened. But the only way you can
Mm-hmm.
do that is if you have the knowledge, the
Mm-hmm.
skills, and the time to do it. I'm the best
Mm-hmm.
candidate because I'm a happy divorce. So that means I don't have that issue like, oh, sorry, I had to run my house because my wife gonna be mad or my girlfriend is mad with me because I'm not home. No. Jose Vazquez jumping off the bed at 6 in the morning and be on the community resolving problems, do this, do that. And I don't care if it's midnight because
Mm-hmm.
I'm serving the community. My energy knows my family. My energy is every time I help somebody in the community. That keep me moving. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, Jose Vazquez no got a problem like a luxury. I live on a low income. So a salary of $85,000 is gonna be good. But that don't motivate me to be a city council. I don't want the job bad for because the money, because I lose my social security benefits and health plan. And it's true. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the salary is good, but I don't do it
I
because the money.
love, I, I love, I love your honesty.
You know what I'm saying? That got to help me, but I had to work for that money. You know what I'm saying? And I want to show you I can do the job. But I'm going to continue the same Jose Vazquez with the 5 car. I'm going to be continue living in the same house. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a central AC on my house. Not because I don't have the resources. It's because I try to live the less humble possible to what I can afford it. Okay? Um, why Jose Vazquez is be the correct person? Because I know what is be a person who are market and is a person with a second chance. Back on the days, I was confused with a career criminal, and that was a pain on my back.
Mm,
And then I need to share this. Back on the days, I was a bad criminal because I not paid a traffic fine. That happened to me 3 times. My driver license be suspended, and the judge thinking I'm a bad qualified person to be on state prison for 2 years.
mm-hmm.
2 years in a state prison to give me a reform. And I just like, wait a minute, I don't kill nobody. I don't do drugs. I don't harm nobody because I decide to pay water, light, keep the life of my 3 nephews and a niece who don't have no father. I had to make a decision of pay a stupid ticket of $40 or buy food for my niece for the Department of Children not take it from me. Hey, I'm not chained on my decision because I keep the kids together. And I know on this district we got a lot of grandmother, grandfathers, uncles, mothers dealing with the same problem. So I know what it is. But I got my second chance. Thank you to the former governor Charlie Crist, who see that my sentence was unjust and they gave me my restoration on civil rights. We know in the black community, and I'm sorry I use the word black, because the black
That's
community
fine with
is
me.
the big boys about social justice on that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But really, this problem affect all the minorities communities. But the more
Mm-hmm.
affected is the black Afro American members of the city of Tampa, District Number 5. So I understand what I can do to make the life better for our junks, for the people who try to work. Mm. I know what we need. I'm the perfect candidate to move transportation. Why? Because when I was an armor guard, I had to paddle my bicycle from the store after 8 hours on night shift. And I have a flat tire. I had to walk in the rest to go to my house because we don't got no bus transportation. We still had the same problem for the last 20 years. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But we pay taxes. When you see the water bill, the tax property, we pay for that services. Can we not receive it?
Mm-hmm.
My friends, stop pay the water bill as soon as you see it. Please do me a favor. Sit down, relax, and read all the taxes that you pay for. Open that paper from the property appraiser for you see how much money they asking us for transportation, for schools, for libraries, and you got to feel the same way. Why we are neglected when we pay our share for have a better community?
Mm-hmm.
I'm the best candidate because I'm coming to give you education how to you protect your rights. Because that's another thing. Everybody lifestyle is different, and I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
But you need to have a knowledge about your rights as a person who pays city taxes and how you can demand your rights. Because the city council cannot do nothing. We can approve ordinances. We can look the budget, We can try bet or something, but really, you don't see formation Alan Clendening with a shovel digging a hole, or you don't go to see Widow carry a bus driving around the town. You don't go to see Lynn Hertag do traffic, or you don't go to see Charlie Miranda do CPR in a person who need ambulance service. You don't go to see Bill Carson building a property. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't go to see Luis Vieira as a city council try to do something that the workforce of the city of Tampa had to do.
Mhm.
Uh, uh,
Let me
and
let, let me ask, because you mentioned a few the former, not former, the city councils that are uh, in their seats right now. Uh, do you think you will be able to work with them? You'll be able to work with them to get some votes passed, because we do know that at the end of the day, there's a vote. There's 4 votes that's going to have to be um, accumulated, put together. Um, so, do you have relationships with any of them already? Do you know them all personally already? Do you have a working relationship with them already? Do you have their cell phones already? So, is that something that you will be able to do? Is to work with the others that are there now?
first of all, yes, I feeling I had
Okay.
communication with all the elected city councils. I got
Okay.
communication, but the
Okay.
communications I got is on different um, areas.
Hmm.
As a city council, I feel confident. Okay, they go be um, afraid of me, and I tell you that because they know how serious I am when we got a problem and I don't see a response. So of course, when Jose Vazquez got to say something to be approved, they got to say yes because they know, okay, what I say is the truth for benefit everybody.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay.
in the meantime, I got to let them look at the way I got to operate. I don't need the 4 votes of them to approve something or the 3 votes. What I need them is to make a consensus or whatever is ready, approve it. Again, ready, approve it. Huh? And let Jose
Hmm.
Vazquez find out why this problem is not being resolved. I'm going to be that engine to the things be done. No approve it. I don't need for both to approve nothing. Okay? When they're sleeping at their house, I want to go to see the fire rescue who working 12 hours. Hey, how you doing today? You good? What happened? Oh, we're low in diesel. Let's go call. Wait, what we need a new ambulance? What's the funds? Chief, what happened? I want to be that person. I want to be the eyes of my other colleagues on the streets. And I guarantee you, when they receive the truth from a city councilman, not from a director of the department, because that's the thing. The director sit down over there. Oh, we're doing good progress. This and that. No, stop lying to the city council. You know, when they receive the report from me, hmm, when I call the chief of police and I tell him, Chief, hey, thank you for you try to do this, but why you not do that? What are you talking about? I see this, I witnessed this. I know I prove that. Huh?
Hmm.
A lot of police officers go be mad with me. I got a lot of them go to take care about what I say. You know what I'm saying? I want to protect him as an employee of the city of Tampa, giving the right service to my constituents. I don't want to see him as a police officer. He's another employee of the city, period. know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I can continue on and on. And Candy, I'm telling you, the job is not hard when you're really working with passion to help the community. Because that's the reason we elect a mayor. That's the reason the mayor appoint director departments. And whatever is good, we have to leave it on site. And whatever is not good, we need to change it. Hmm? All
Hmm.
the people on this district do that on the daily basis. You in your house, if you don't like the chair, you buy a new one, you change it. No matter what, you got a chair, or you open your fridge and you don't like that brand, you change it or drink it. So why we cannot do the same thing with the employees who got the trust positions? They don't do the service to the people who pay taxes. So that's the reason I'll go be the best one, because I go to treat the directors, the employees, and the community at the same level. They need a public service. We need to come back to the basics. So that's the only I can say for now, because I need to be elected.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I want to say thank you so much for joining me this morning, Jose. You and I have been friends for years in the city,
Mm-hmm.
and I just appreciate your honesty this morning and your passion for the community. What's that? Wow. Mm-hmm.